All right, so we're going to take a look at how much money YouTubers make. We're going to look at my actual numbers for 2019 so far. Now, keep in mind, I'm a part-time YouTuber, and I think a lot of people start part-time when they start getting into the money side of YouTube. So I think it's important to have an idea of what that money can look like. So let's get started. We're going to take a look and go over all the different ways in which I make money here on YouTube. All right, so let's jump over to the computer and we'll bring up some numbers and show you what I make here on YouTube as a part-time YouTuber. All right, so let's take a look at some specific numbers here on Creator Fundamentals. So on this channel, the 4 primary sources of revenue look a little something like this. We see the bottom one coming in at 12%, all the way up to 35%. So far in 2019, there have been 4 strong revenue streams that have comprised the revenue so far. So let's take a look at what these actual numbers relate to, and then we'll talk about exactly my approach and how we arrived at these numbers. So here we go. We see that coming in at 12% at the bottom is brands, working directly with brands and the revenue associated with those brands, followed by 20% from consulting, 33% from YouTube Direct, which is ad revenue, super chat, and also the YouTube Premium. So one thing to keep in mind for this slice of the pie is I actually receive ad revenue, this YouTube revenue, from both my Creator Fundamentals channel and also the Average Dan. So the Average Dan, although I've neglected it here a lot in 2019, it does still generate revenue, and that is included in that revenue number as well. So these are your percentages. Obviously, we want to look at the actual numbers, the real value associated with these. So let's start at the bottom and work our way up. At 12%, working with brands, we are looking at $2,000. So, so far this year, working directly with brands and the revenue that's been generated from brands in that regard, we've earned $2,000 so far. Now, this is something that I don't spend a lot of time going out and trying to recruit brands or requesting that brands work with the channel. I am a part-time YouTuber, and one of the benefits of the good fortune that I have is that I have a full-time career. So I am not reliant on the revenue from this channel to support me or my family, or reliant on the money for anything at all other than to support the channel. So in that case, I don't go out and work with brands or actively try to chase brands to work with the channel. So maybe something I do in the future, obviously when the right brand comes along and I have a relationship there, I'm certainly willing to work with brands, but it's just something that I haven't pursued so far. Next, we're coming in at consulting. That's a similar situation. So far for consulting, we've done $3,300 so far this year. Again, consulting is something that I do. I've done it with a number of clients of different sizes and needs, but it isn't something that I actively pursue or have long-term plans to pursue. It is, a situation where sometimes people need help and they need more of my time than I can provide through chat on Facebook. And because I have all those projects working or going on out there, things that I'm trying to build and develop, I actually, if I'm going to step away from that, then I have to make some money for that time as well. So consulting's in at about 20%. Again, it's not something that I am actively pursuing, but I am still offering it for people who want that one-on-one attention. So depending on the type of work that you do, keep in mind that knowledge is valuable. And if somebody wants the knowledge you have, there's opportunity there to share it and be compensated for your time. So coming in at number 3, the classic, the one everybody knows about and everybody talks about like it's the be-all end-all, is ad revenue. Ad revenue for my channel so far comes in at $5,250. Again, it is nice. It's a nice amount of money. $5,000 is nothing to shy away from. It's definitely a good source of revenue, but at the same time, you don't want that to be your only source of revenue. because of the things that happen on YouTube, we've seen that that money can be taken away, or there can be significant changes on your channel. And when that happens, you know, you can't rely on that. You want to have some other sources out there that can help protect you in the event that any one of your revenue streams takes a dive. So in this case, it's 33% of the revenue on the channel so far, which again, it's a nice amount, but it wouldn't totally kill the revenue on the channel if it all went away. And then the big one coming in at the top at 35% is affiliate revenue, and that's at $5,600 so far this year. Now, the thing about affiliate revenue can kind of go two different directions. You have kind of your passive revenue from things like Amazon Associates, where you're mentioning products or services in your videos from time to time, and then you share links so people can conveniently find what you're looking for, or they're looking for, and you get a little piece of that as a kind of like, again, you know, giving them the information and driving sales to Amazon or some other affiliate program. Where affiliate program marketing really gets good is when you find a company that's really in line with your audience and your channel and your message. When you do that, awesome things can happen because you are not only you obviously appreciate the company and the service that they provide, but you also have an audience that can benefit from that service. And that's where you get kind of the finder's fee of, you know, bringing that product or service to your audience. And that can be really powerful. It gives your audience something that they truly need to succeed, and it gives you a little bit of the profit, and you're also passing profit and real value on to the company who's offering the affiliate program. So it really is a win-win all the way around. Technically, it's a win-win-win between you and the company and the end customer or a viewer. But that is what my channel looks like so far in 2019. You add that all up, you're looking at $16,150 in 2019 so far. Now, the thing to keep in mind, these aren't the only revenue streams that I've ever tried on the channel. The revenue streams from last year were a little bit different than these, but so far this year, this is where the money has been coming from. It's going to look different by the end of this year. I can assure you of that. And it's going to look a lot different next year. But at this present time, these are the four streams that I'm working with. And again, every channel is going to be different depending on what your focus is. Like I said, you could certainly make a significant piece of this pie consulting if you wanted to do consulting work, and you could guide your content and everything that you're doing down that path of being a consultant. Again, not something that I'm specifically looking for with the business model that I've developed, but for you, it could absolutely be a lucrative way to go. One of the things that I am working on for the future is coursework. That can be a great revenue stream for people as well. And as I continue to develop that product in the future, that'll make its way onto this pie chart at some point. But the important thing to realize, if you take nothing else from this, is to try to get multiple revenue streams, so any one revenue stream is not going to be a killer. If you look at this, you extrapolate that amount over the entire year 2019. If nothing were to change, you're looking at about $27,000 for the year. I am constantly focused on changing and improving, so that number will probably be different by the end of 2019 and in 2020 and beyond. And I think that's really important for everybody to do. It's great to have money and have made this much money thus far, but you should always be looking for ways to expand this and change these 4 into 6 into 8, whatever it is that makes you feel comfortable that if one of them takes a dive, you're still going to have other sources to provide you income. So I'm really interested in hearing from you. Are there any revenue streams that you've had a lot of success with that I have not covered in this video? Definitely let me know in the comments below. And hey, don't forget this video is sponsored by TUBEBUDDY. TUBEBUDDY is the #1 browser plugin for managing and growing your YouTube channel. It's available to download for free. There's a link in the description below, or you can go to trytubebuddy.today and get started for free. And yes, that's one of the ways I make money here on YouTube. So let me know, was this video helpful? Were the numbers in line with what you thought people do or could make here on YouTube? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know your thoughts. And let me know, is there a way that you make money here on YouTube that I haven't covered? I'd love to hear about it. To continue learning about the different ways to make money here on YouTube, I'm going to link a video up here and on the end screen. So be sure to stick around to the end and check out that video on the different ways you can make money on YouTube.
So, yeah. There we go. All right. What the hell did we say we were doing on my channel?
I would say for mine, we're going to do the How to Grow YouTube channel on your phone. Yours, you wanted to do.